Welcome to season 1, episode 10, with the Steep Dreams podcast featuring the Mad Hatters, Lauren and Jeff. We'll get to our guests here in just a minute, but first we got to do a little bit of housekeeping. We got the Quicksilver Trail Challenge coming up,
This coming Saturday.
25th.
We have 60-something registered entrants, which means we have about 30-something open spots. That might sound like a lot, but it's not. We get quite a few signing up on the day of, so if that's your plan, don't do that. You should go ahead and sign up now. We also could use a few more volunteers. So if you want to hang out with me on that day or any of the Quicksilver Running Club, please do sign up to volunteer.
8 a.m. The race starts. Just
8 a.m.
FYI.
It was 9 a.m. last week, and that was wrong. So
change.
If you heard that last week, it's 8 a.m. Also, we have kind of an ad hoc. The parks reached out to me. They need to remove some stinkwort from the Calero Park area, specifically near the boat ramp and along the edge of the lake or the reservoir. So if you're available,
What is stinkwort, by the way?
I have no. I could like, it's a plant.
All right. Does it give you warts?
I know what I
and
kind of know what it looks like. Yes, and if you show up, please do wear full coverage clothing and gloves because it can be a skin irritant. You know, I mean, come on, stinkwort sounds like it might be a skin irritant, and indeed it is. So, but if you're looking for trail work, or if you're just a sweet soul that looks for opportunities to help,
Yes.
November 2nd, 9 o'clock, rally up at the Calero boat ramp. If you wear full coverage clothing, they will provide you with the rest of the materials. Again, this is an opportunity if you're looking for hours. Maybe you've recently been let out of jail on probation. This is a great way to show the community you're willing to help.
If you're looking for trail karma, if you ever wonder why, you know what? I just tripped and fell again. You need some trail karma.
It's because you haven't done any stinkwort abatement.
That's right. All right. So, on to today's episode, and we would like to welcome one of our local elite runners.
A true local legend.
A true local legend of how many trails? Who knows? Welcome Sylvie Able to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, Sylvie is, again, a true local legend. She also has every course record within 50 miles of here. That might be an exaggeration, but only a slight exaggeration. Sylvie is the champ of the 2024 Mammoth Trail Fest 50K. Champ of 2024 Quad Dipsy, also missed the course record by a handful of seconds.
Wow.
She's won the Quicksilver Endurance Runs 100K. She's got multiple podiums at Tamalpa 50K, including when they were a national championship race for the USATF. Man, I am so happy she agreed to be here. So good to see you, Sylvie.
It's good to see you. Thank you. I feel so accomplished now that you said it all.
And the show doesn't have any sponsors except for us. But how about you?
I would like to definitely thank my sponsor, the Competitive Edge Physical Therapy, for holding all of my body parts in their respective places. And they are wonderful people, and they do so much for this community, especially here in the South Bay. So I want to shout out to them.
Okay, how do we find them?
Just go on the internet, people. Google
Competitive
Edge Physical Therapy. They have 2 locations now, and they're gonna open a third one. The main one is in San Jose, and they will put you back together. We're all broken. Let's be honest.
And your favorite
How about
therapist
this?
is?
Oh my gosh, Courtney
Sullivan.
How about
Courtney
this? We'll put a link in the show notes.
Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, they're so kind and knowledgeable.
Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about your journey to the U.S. and how you got here.
Oh my gosh. Well, it was only...
Where are you from?
Oh my goodness. I was born in the Czech Republic. Sometimes I forget briefly.
Is that just west of Vermont?
It's in the center of Europe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, people call it Eastern Europe, but really if you look at the map, it's a little more in the heart. We call it the heart of Europe. You know, we are from there, so we can call it whatever we want.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, our neighboring countries are Germany, Poland, Slovakia, and Austria. And we are a tiny country, very beautiful, very safe.
What were the circumstances of you deciding, okay, I'm leaving the Czech,
How
I'm
old
going?
were you? Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty young. This was about 10 years ago. And I was married very young to a Czech ex-husband, and he got a job here, so that's how I moved here. And to be perfectly honest, I didn't want to come here at first. Because,
I wouldn't either. Today's day. You know?
Yeah.
Well, but back then, yeah. Back then.
Back then it was good.
I think I was just
Probably.
scared, and I just really, really, really love my family, my Czech family, and my friends, and I think that was just a hard transition to leave all that. But, you know, once I was here, it only took about 2 years to feel home.
Nice.
Now I'm very happy to be here. I'm very grateful. But it's hard to have your heart in two places.
Yes.
Because I still do. I still have my heart in two places. And I struggle with that daily.
Did you speak English when you came over?
Yeah, I spoke English. I spoke the language. I can't tell you I spoke cultural context. I understood words.
I still don't.
And I sometimes still don't, obviously, but back then it was very obvious. I was very... If you think I'm awkward now, like, it was worse. It was worse
Awkward
then.
Sylvie, that's what
I
we
think you
call
do
her.
a good job. I think you do a good job.
Thank you. I pretend.
So, so you came over here. You weren't
Yes.
super excited to come over here in the moment. But okay, so you and I know each other.
Yes.
So I've heard that, like, you had some knowledge of the Quicksilver race before you got to the U.S., and that was kind of a goal for you before you got to the U.S. You want to tell me anything
When
about
did
that?
you come to California first?
No, I actually remember I was...
Ginger Runner.
Ginger Runner videos were on YouTube, and
that's
they
right.
were easy to find, and obviously, like, YouTube is kind of the same everywhere, right? Oh, not everywhere. Probably some countries probably don't
Probably
show
not.
certain things,
Yeah.
but our country and your country shows pretty much the same things. So when you Google ultra running, running videos, ultra running races, Ginger Runner videos came up, and I was like, oh, what? People run 100 kilometers? Like, that's not...
In the woods?
Like in Czech Republic, you're at the other side of the country. Like, what? Not literally, but it's a small place, and distances in America certainly feel they're just larger. Everything's very far here. It's a vast place. But I was just absolutely shocked somebody would run this far. Then I watched the video. I saw him be very joyful about it and show you the landscape and everything. And I was like, oh, this is so cool. Like, I would love to do this. I don't know why. I feel like sometimes when you know, and sometimes about, you can feel that way about a person, whether a friend or a partner, but you can also feel that way about an activity.
Love this.
And I have that strong sense of, I saw this activity and I was like, this is it. This is it. I don't know why. I couldn't even run a 10K. But I also watched Billy Yang videos, super influential in my, like, introduction to trail running. And I saw this random documentary about Badwater, and I was like, sign me up. Hooked.
That's awesome.
That's
Funny.
it. Yeah.
Was there something special about Quicksilver in particular, or did you just land here on the West Coast in the Bay Area?
Yeah, I think it was just a video that I really liked. Ginger Runner was great in his storytelling, and his vibe was great. He still is, and I just liked that style, and I was like, I was interested, but then I found out I was actually moving here.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really
Okay,
know.
so it was step one, then step two, or more
yes.
like step two, then step
Yes,
one,
yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah, I just found out, I'm going to live 10 minutes from where this race takes place. Like,
It's perfect.
I have to go there. I have to go on these trails. I have to see what this is, like, what is happening here. What this is about.
Why is this called dog meat?
Well, now you know.
Yeah.
You know why it's called dog meat, right?
No way.
Well, apparently mountain bikers
Yes.
give it that name because when they fall, they're kind of
Oh,
They become dog meat.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, what were your first impressions of California trails and the terrain when you got here?
Oh my gosh! Well, I was
Well,
not.
since you already saw it on the video,
yeah.
right?
Well, I saw it on the video, but that's the thing. I spoke English. I've seen a lot of videos. I've watched a lot of shows in English, American shows. We, you know, I thought I knew what to expect with America and California, and it was not the same as it like I painted it to be in my head.
What stood
was
out?
the expectation?
When did you know, like,
Yeah.
right away, where you're like, this is not what I was planning?
Well, I think the Hollywood shows you something.
Sure.
And I got here and I was like, you know, where are the Kardashians? Like,
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
These people look
but
normal.
I mean, like,
well, yeah.
here's the Kardashians,
mean,
right?
There's your butt implants. I what the shows show you and the regular life is
Sure.
two different things. But I was not a trail runner back home, which is very important to say. And
Can I pause you right there for a minute? Oh, tell me specifically about that. Okay, so you ran. I know about the M&M T-shirt, the cotton M&M T-shirt. So how did running change from Czech Republic to the U.S. to your first 6 months to your first year in the U.S.? Tell me about that.
You know, I think I started running only like several months before moving to the U.S.
Okay.
And that was
what
just
was running
because-
like in those several months?
Yeah, it was just because I was at the university finishing my degree, had in something called the Anglophone Studies. So I
Okay.
know all about your politics and your culture and your. But then I get here and I'm like, whoa!
I thought I knew.
I studied this.
They were serious about that?
They were not. I studied this for 5 years. I know nothing. But my school schedule was a little looser in the end. I was just kind of studying when I needed to study and working hours that I wanted to work. So I had a lot of time to be outside, finally, because I did a lot of school and work. And then finally I had this time. So I was like, you know what? Went on a random run. I think my dad made some sort of joke about me not being very athletic, and I was like, okay, Dad, whatever, I'm gonna go run a 10K right now to prove you wrong. It was very hard. I had to stop several times, but I did sort of like shuffle around my parents' town, and then after that run, I just noticed my mental health was like excellent.
Yeah.
I didn't have that stress from school. I didn't have any anxiety. I didn't feel any depressive feelings, or you know, I was like, this is like
You got that right
there's
away, huh?
something here.
Like you got that
yeah,
right
oh
away.
yeah, it was like
Nice.
hit.
Wow.
It was like well, I don't want to compare it to
Drugs.
drugs. I don't do drugs, but I can imagine
Me neither.
that I can
Wow.
imagine because just when you know, like something's doing what you need it to be doing.
Okay, and then you cross the pond.
And then I crossed so I was kind of jogging around my parents' town, trying to train for a little road marathon.
This is the M&M T-shirt one.
I know, but I barely survived that. And then I was like, you know what? I think I can
The
do
whole audience doesn't know, so you feel
Okay.
free to.
Well, it was kind of a 10 loop course around a local park.
But it's a marathon.
in Prague.
It's
was like a
26.2,
few
42
hundred- yes.
kilometers.
Few hundred people showed up, summertime. You can expect pretty much anything in the Czech Republic in summertime, like hail, rain, sunshine, scorching heat, humidity.
Wow.
You know, you don't know really. So if you're signing up a few months ahead, you don't really know what you're training for, but probably going to be warm. It was raining in the beginning, and then it was super hot during the thing. And I just didn't know anything about nutrition, didn't know anything about hydration, didn't know what electrolytes were, didn't know I was supposed to eat during. I knew you were supposed to.
What was your food? What was your food on the
Come
course?
on.
I know.
I know you know. I had bread. Or like
A loaf of bread, right?
No, not like a loaf. I had like
Carbs.
a piece of.
good.
We call it rohlík, but it's basically like a piece of like baguette or like some sort of bread, like a bread thing.
And you carried that in what?
I carried that in my backpack that I wore the whole time.
Probably the same backpack you took to school, right? Like.
No, it was more like a hiking backpack.
Okay.
But I also
Hydration vest. We'll call it.
yeah, but I was already, I was definitely like hardcore enough to wear an M&M t-shirt. That was very chafy cotton tank top.
But that was the one thing
Yeah.
that you did right? Because you would do that again. You would
I
wear
would
that
do-
M&M t-shirt
I would eat
again.
bread again, Lauren.
Okay.
Let's be honest. I eat bread.
Okay, so
a lot
eat
of
the bread, wear the M&M
Yeah.
t-shirt. So
Yeah.
that was you. Okay, so you finished that marathon in how much time?
And probably.
And what was your first thought? You crossed the finish line
Yeah.
and you were, I'll never do that again. And then by the next day you were like,
Yeah.
I'm totally going to do that again? Or was it immediately like, I can't wait to get to California and run all over the mountains?
I finished that in like a sub 4 hour.
Good. Very good
Which
for a
I
first
was
marathon.
like,
Very good.
pretty cool. But given that I barely trained for it, but I couldn't walk for a week. Like it was brutal.
Fair.
Like I've never been that sore in my entire life. Not before and not since. No matter what ultra marathons or whatever I did, I never. What my friend had to cart me around in her car and take my dog to the park, and deep inside I knew there were things that just were calling to me again, and I was like, I so badly want to do hard things and see, because it makes you feel so good when you do hard things that you think you can't do. And I'm like, what do you mean I just ran 26 miles? Like, I thought that was humanly impossible. And people do that, and now I did it. What else can I do? And I was so excited to find out. It was more the curiosity that was the driver, not like, here's a medal. But it was like I want to see what's out there. When I got here, California is very hilly in places. And I went on Ultra Sign Up and I found some races and I was like, oh my God, like, I don't know how I'm gonna... I could not run uphill whatsoever. Like there was no way. Czech Republic is like flat. The mountains are beautiful, but they're around the country. They're kind of like on the outskirts. And where my parents live, you get 33 feet on a 12-mile run at my parents' town.
Okay.
People laugh at it when I have that on
So
Strava.
kind of like our Midwest, right?
Oh,
like
there's
our Midwest
no way.
where, yeah.
It's flat, yeah.
Yeah, you can run in nature. It's beautiful. It's by a river, like all sorts of animals, but there's no wilderness.
Yeah.
There's no so California is just this Wild West to me. And you get here and you're like, this is so big. And I just want to see it all. It's cool.
Yeah.
So let's talk about when you got here to California. Like, how did you get connected to like this community?
So I think because I was really interested in the race, I really, really wanted to do the Quicksilver 100K specifically. I don't know why. Like, I was not interested in the 50K. I was not interested in the half marathon, which I later on did, and it's super fun. But I wanted the biggest challenge there was, right? And I found out probably online that there was a Quicksilver running club. And since I literally had no friends because I didn't know anybody, my ex was here and he worked all the time, and we were very different people, and that's another story. But I had no friends. Like, I needed to find where my place was in this big world, and that seems like an easy thing to do when you already know who you are. I came here thinking, I'm a teacher. I work with kids. I love working with kids. I like to be outside. I love my dog. I love my family. But then you get here and none of that is here. You don't have a work permit. You don't really speak entirely the same language because it's a slightly different cultural context. And it takes time to calibrate yourself for that. And then found out about these trail races, found out about the Quicksilver Running Club, and I felt like when I took part in those races and when I went to the run club, even though maybe people were in a slightly different age group than me, some of them, most of them were men, they were so accepting and so fun and so easy to be around, and I felt safe and I felt like I could be myself, and I never had to question like, what am I gonna say? They think I'm weird. They must think I'm, they maybe thought I was
That's
weird.
what everybody thinks
But
when you show up, by the way.
But I was happy, and I was very grateful to find people where I just felt like I could be me.
So Sylvie is being very sweet and polite here, but
You guys hated me.
no, not at all. No, we immediately adored you. But this club, our race is 50 years old, right?
Yeah.
And most of the same people are participating in that race. So like I'm 50 something years old. Sylvie is not 50 something years old, right?
Not yet.
So and
for a while.
and Stuart is not far behind me. You're right in my neighborhood,
I'm
right?
above
you know, when I came to the club, the guy was Jim McGill, who right now is like 80 years
He's
old,
still the
right?
guy.
So like
Jim is still the
he
guy.
is still the guy. So so yes, you're being very sweet, but yeah, we were a different, from an age standpoint for sure, a different demographic, and that was sweet of you to hang in there with us anyways.
I just, I don't know, the vibe was, you guys never questioned why I was there, or like, you were just like, okay, you're here, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
And I loved it, and I learned the trails thanks to that, and I signed up for my first trail race, which is where I met you, actually.
Yeah.
And which was hilarious, because Greg, who was organizing the trail race... It was
Greg Landstadt.
Yes, we loved Pacific Coast Trail Runs. I loved their events. They were so well put together. And Greg was like, okay, is there anybody this is their first trail race? And I, like, raised my hand, and he just laughed. He was like, oh my God, you're in for a ride. Like, this has 8,000 feet of climbing or something. It was like some weird Calero, steep...
Tough course.
It was tough.
But in two of my favorite parks, obviously I love Quicksilver because I'm Quicksilver Running Club, but Calero and Rancho Cañado del Oro. Rancho Cañado del Oro is a different regulatory district. It's Santa Clara Valley Open Space as opposed to Santa Clara County Parks. And one of the things with this podcast is to point out nuances like that. Excellent course, but super crazy hard.
It was pretty hard, but I loved it. And you were an aid station captain at one of the aid stations, and
not just the captain. I was the only one there.
Well, that makes you the captain.
Yeah, and true. Which mile was that?
Probably like it was just 2 loops of 25K. So you were probably like halfway through the loop.
Yeah.
I didn't even stop, honestly, probably. Because I was so, like, I didn't even know you were supposed to ingest things. I just ate 2 burritos before the race started at 5 a.m. And then
okay.
And that's somewhat prophetic. Later.
Somewhat prophetic.
Yes.
And then I just drove there with my partner at the time. And then he just hung out. And,
I remember you did super well in that race. So your partner at the time was camped out at that particular aid station, so I got to hear about you from him mostly. All super good.
Secrets coming out live.
And no, it was all very mild and great. But it did make it so that when you came through the aid station, it was like, okay, that's okay. I know this person just recently came to the area. I know this person is looking for people to run with. I know this is. It's somebody.
What year was that?
10 years.
16?
2015?
9 years. I've been here for like 9.5 years at this point, I think. So what year is that? 2015?
I was going to say 2016.
I think 2016.
I think it was 2016.
Because I didn't run that race like immediately upon arrival.
Yeah.
It's like straight off the boat.
Yeah.
To Calero. I went to...
FOB, they call that, right?
That's me.
Did you come over on a boat?
No.
Okay, that's good.
Airplane, huh? Fancy.
I did. Apple pay for it.
So did you meet Lauren or me first?
I think Lauren.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I met you, and you kicked my ass on a group run. I don't know.
Back when I could run.
Yeah. No, you were super fast.
What park was that?
Calero.
Was that a Calero?
Yeah.
Okay.
For some reason, Calero keeps coming up, but it's a beautiful place.
I've run that a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
And then we randomly met at a race in Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
Which...
Mesquite Canyon.
Which I was only there because it was my mom's birthday
Aw.
weekend. It was in March.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like I was going to make a trip down there to visit her and have dinner or whatever. And I was like, oh, and there's a race right there. I'm just going to sign up for that race. And I remember driving up to get the bib pickup was like this like drive-through thing. They had a little table set up outside. You just pulled up and somebody came out and handed you your stuff and you drove away. There was no expo or whatever.
No. It was COVID.
Yes, it was COVID.
Yeah,
that's right.
why.
That's right. That's
why.
right. It was COVID.
Just like, why?
Yes, and then we had different staggered starts because they could have
starts.
They could have only so many people in the starting corral at a time for
I
space.
wore a mask.
Yeah, did you?
For how long? The whole race or
No, for
just
like
the start?
the first like
Aid
kilometer or
station
something.
or-
Yeah.
And then I remember being like super undertrained, like made it halfway, and like I guess I have to walk back. I had my only ride out, and then
Yeah. It was very hot
it was hot
because
that day.
we had like very cold weather here in California, or like in northern California, and then you get to Arizona and you're like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, and it's March in California
Yeah,
too.
I did not
cold.
know what heat training was. And I just randomly signed up for it because I went for a road trip with my girlfriend. And just like you, oh, there's a race. So cool. Okay, well, we're doing it. Underprepared. And we were DNF buddies. And that was my first DNF. And I kind of took a nap on a rock. And you took a picture of that. And that's
Yes.
how we became friends.
I saw that picture all over the internet for a while.
Yeah, people
it
love
still
that
pops
picture.
every now
I
and then.
know. Because they can feel it. They can feel the despair. And
Yeah.
they're like, I've been there.
Yeah.
I just last weekend I was in Chicago for the Chicago Marathon, and one of the places we post up to spectate is like right at mile 25-ish, right? So it's right at the end, and you see full spectrum faces, right? Like you see like pain and agony, but you also see like absolute elation, right? Where because by this point they know they're gonna make it. So, like, if they're not totally miserable, they're completely delighted, right? So you see everything from completely delighted to totally miserable and everything in between. I heard this year there were 53,000 people at the Chicago Marathon.
That's a
crazy.
lot.
That was
I was
crazy.
gonna say the only reason I DNF'd is because I think you had a ride.
Oh my gosh, no.
No, I was just kidding. But that was helpful that I could
I
get a ride
did
back
have
to the
a
start.
ride. I remember
Like, where are you going?
driving by the start line, the finish line in the car, in the DNF car, and I was so sad not to go through there with my own
DNF
2
car.
feet. Yeah, it was the
Yes,
DNF
yes.
wagon. Oh well.
Yeah.
They have that.
And
in
on the
Chicago.
way back,
There's
you
bunch
guys
of
were having a
buses.
photo shoot with your friend. You're getting, look, there's
Well,
cactus.
yeah, I
And-
recovered.
Yeah.
I was a little less. Yeah.
Anyway, I think I know what your favorite local trails are, but why don't you tell us what your favorite local trails?
I'm a creature of habit. Don't stalk me.
I love that. By the way, don't negotiate with yourself. Just get up and do. Right?
Sometimes I just like to think and not. Go without thinking too much about it because life is complex and wild and unpredictable as is, and I love going to my local trail that's very close to my house, and I just go there, and it's a little different every time. It's the same trail. I've done it 300, 400, 500 times, or I don't know how many times, but it's part of the Quicksilver 100K course, and it's just a steep fire road, and I just do my best thinking there, and it makes me happy, and I go there and I reset, and then I go home and I feel like I can be a great mom. I can be someone who's calm and friendly and not overstimulated, and I like it.
If I may. Okay, so I love this so much because when I'm at my best, I
have a routine.
Yeah. And I just do the next step.
Yeah, some of us need it.
And I think part of being at my best is not negotiating with myself. And negotiating, I negotiate with myself when I don't have a routine. It's like, will I do this or that? Will I eat this or that? Oh, sorry. Will I do this or that? Will I eat this or that? Whereas when I have a routine, it's just do the next thing. Do the next thing. Do the next thing.
You know, because it's like if you are looking for that excuse, like you will always find it.
Mm-hmm.
There's always an excuse.
Yeah.
And so anytime I've DNF'd, It's because I was looking for an excuse, and the excuse was right there. Oh, we were sick last week. Oh, I'm exhausted. Oh, I don't. There are times when you need to tell yourself, like, I'm gonna quit because this is the right choice. But there are so many times we are just looking for. It's hard. It's just too hard.
100 times
and
out of 100.
I'm not willing to do it.
My most shameful DNF was when I went to Pine de Palm.
Most shameful.
I DNF'd.
That's 100 miles.
I went to Pine de Palm once in 2015, and I was not prepared, right? But that wasn't shameful. Like, I just underestimated the course. I went back 2 years later in the best shape of my life, and I quit because I didn't have the outcome I wanted, and because it was too cold.
That's the bad one. That's the shameful one,
That's
right?
the shameful one.
Right?
That's the most shameful one.
Same.
Do you mind spending a little more time here?
Yeah. Same with me.
So, what is the conversation we have in our heads?
Would you like to hear my...
Yes. I don't even need to hear the rest. I want to hear it.
My saddest moment in my racing happened very recently at the Tamalpa 2025 US ATF Championships. We've had some health struggles this year as a family. My husband had been diagnosed with something called neuropathy. He has nerve pain. It's pretty complex.
Oh man,
it's very hard to get rid of. About that. When I came home from Europe in May,
I don't have it, but
it's rough because when I got home in May from visiting my parents in Europe, he was barely walking, and we have a small child. We have to be active. Well, we don't have to, but it's easier if you can be. Safer to kind of be able to run after him. A lot of stress. Our son started preschool. He has been sick a billion times. I caught most of it. I had some health issues of my own, which I'm not going to get into, but they were very annoying, very persistent, months and months of them. Hard to figure out. And I got to Tamalpa, and I wanted to crush it. I wanted to be the best, and that was the only thing I was able to accept.
How did you feel about your fitness and training going into that? Just to set the context, did you feel like you were in trouble, or did you feel like you...
I was fit, but due to my health problems, I was unable to eat enough. And when I got to the race, and when I'm someone who loves to eat, I need to eat a lot to be able to sustain the high octane running and racing and going.
Which is not the same for everybody, you guys, but like...
I am someone who, I know that if I don't eat enough, it's going to be bad. And I went to that race anyway. I was very stubborn. I should have skipped it. I should have withdrew, but I was too proud, wanted to do it. I got third place one year, second place the next year. I wanted to get first place, and that was the only thing I wanted. And I got there, and all the joy was gone. It was not there. We started running 300 meters into a 50K.
Was that the sand start, or?
It was starting at a meadow.
Okay.
Santos Meadow.
Okay.
It's a beautiful...
Because that race either starts on the beach or in the meadow.
In the meadow.
I'd rather start in the meadow all day, every day.
Beautiful place. The whole place is stunning. Everybody was friendly. Great vibe. I was checked out. And I've never...
Checked out. Was that a pun? I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
That never happened to me before. I hated every second of it. 300 meters in, I DNF'd in my head, and 10 miles in, I DNF'd in person.
So everything we tell ourselves about gratitude
it was not
it was
there.
all gone. It was all on vacation.
Gone. And I think sometimes the DNF starts before you even get to the start line. And you need to know when that's happening so that you can take care of yourself. And I, after that race, really took care of myself, really figured some things out. And every time I run now, even when it completely sucks, I have to say, like, the gratitude is definitely there. And if I'm going to be last place, then so be it.
Okay, Sylvie, this is not on the outline, but this is a topic that, like...
we strayed away from the outline.
So, at my level, because I'm not at your level, there's not many races that I'm going to win. I've never won a race. But I've come in second. I've come in third. I've come in fourth. For me, and I say that because I think it's part of what biases my opinion on this. But for me, I feel an obligation to do my best to finish, right? To really do my best to finish because I am so much more capable than the average person. that I feel like I need to give it my all, and give it my all means go to the finish line unless I'm really, really harming something. One of the things we've texted about in the past is when it's okay.
Yeah.
When it's okay to not do that. Now, you are not quite a professional athlete, but you're elite, right? So you have an interest in winning these races, and when you can't win these races, I understand that it makes sense to save that effort for next time. Whereas for me, I just need to finish the race and then I can think about whatever's next. Whereas for you, it might make more sense to stop today if you're not going to win today or top 10 today, so that you can top 10 tomorrow. Can you talk about that?
Yes. I think you go through different phases in life. You go through different what's it called? Like seasons. I went through being childless. I went through being pregnant, being postpartum, and now. For me, all those were different because priorities kept shifting. And right now, hands down, the biggest priority of my life is my son, and that's never going to change. So there is a certain line where I should not be risking my health to a point where I can't take care of my son. But beyond that, I think you should be finishing these races. And there is value in finishing what you started, and I learned that this year. I recently did Mammoth, a race that I won in the past, and I did not...
I was there!
I know! And I did not win, and I
watched it live, watched you finish.
Thank you. I did not do how I wanted to do. I was very stressed out. Our dog was kind of on the brink of death. She's good now, but it was very, very stressful. I still went, and I told myself, if I'm never doing what I did at Tamalpa ever again. Sure, there might be a DNF in my future. I might break, let's not talk about that, but I might get injured, I might get sick. It's okay to quit something, but quit for the right reasons.
I told you to your face at Mammoth that I'd never been so proud of you. Because obviously I'm proud of you when you win races. Yeah. Obviously. But what really inspires me is your performances when you finish them when they're not going the way you want them to.
Thank you. I mean, I still ran as hard as I possibly could that day, but don't get me wrong, I wasn't like... Yeah. I was very tired. It was very, very hard. But
you did amazing. You did amazing.
Did give my all what I had that day. And there's just a certain amount of respect that I want to give these events and the work that people put into it.
Thank you.
I'm not saying I'm never going to quit again, but if I ever quit, it's going to be for the right reason. And the reason is either I'm unwell and I can't be there for my son in the next month, or I'm not going to be able to walk. But if I'm just sore and if I'm upset and if I'm not first, that's not going to cut it anymore.
So one more follow-up on this. And I want to thank you so much for spending time on this particular topic. Okay, so recently a mom finished Barkley, right?
Oh, I love her. Jasmine.
Okay, so...
She's so badass.
So she clearly risked her ability to be a mom going forward.
Yes.
But we respect and admire efforts like that.
We do.
So.
But her line is different than mine.
Okay, so is that what it is?
Yes.
It's just it's just different tolerance? Because I'm totally... No. That makes sense to me.
It's a comfort level. I don't have any support here apart from my husband, who is wonderful. It's just us.
Yep.
It's us. There's no one else to catch us. If we fall, we have to go to Europe to have help. I don't have the luxury to call someone and be like, I'm broken today and I'm going to be broken for the next month because I messed up my kidneys at a 100-miler. I have to be responsible in ways where I never had to think about these things before Anthony. But it's okay. I like being this new version of myself. I feel like I'm a slightly more evolved version of myself. It's great. It's a privilege to think about someone else than just yourself. Yeah, whether it be an animal or your child or your family member, whoever you love, it's a privilege to love them. And if you if they need you, what a great thing to be needed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk about what you do when...
Before we move on, I want to just thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Special. I just want to ask, besides running, what do you do outside of running? Besides being a mom,
Oh.
I know being a mom takes a
Yeah.
lot of time and energy.
You
but
know, I do a lot of running and being a mom. I do.
And then don't say sleeping.
Yeah,
That doesn't count either.
I sleep. I like to eat. I don't like to make the food. I love it when somebody else makes food for me. That's like my
Do you
love
prefer
language.
Czech food?
No,
Oh.
which is strange. I
Burritos,
love,
we heard.
Yeah, I love my country. I love my culture. I'm an American citizen now, so when I say my country, this time I meant Czech. I love
where you were born.
Understood.
the one that where I came from. I love it there, but Czech food is like it's like meat and potatoes.
Just bland-ish.
Pretty bland, but if you like meat and potatoes, they are amazing meat and potatoes.
I like meat and potatoes.
But I love the cuisine here. I love like the Mexican food. It's my favorite. I think that's just like, just give me the cilantro and all the toppings and rice, and I
Guys,
can
there's
eat that
some
all
people
day.
that cilantro tastes like soap. You're
Oh,
lucky.
not me.
Yeah,
It
me
tastes
neither.
like
I
heaven.
heard that's genetic.
Love
I
it.
love cilantro.
Me too. I love it too. Funny.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else we got on the list here? Travel, books,
Oh my goodness.
favorite Czech dish.
I-
You heard meat and
Wait,
potatoes
I see
already.
another word. I want to hear about your pets. What's the
Oh.
roster at home? First of
Yeah.
all, how is Rave doing?
Oh, thank you for
He
asking.
also wanted to say, do you like cats or dogs?
I know the answer to this. I wasn't going to ask.
The answer may shock you. I love both.
I know this.
I
Because
love
you love
both.
animals. I know
love
this.
animals. I think cats are the coolest creatures on earth, period. However, I can't own... Well, you never own a cat, let's be honest. They own you.
Fair.
A cat can't own me because my dogs would go after it. So I have dogs. I love my dogs. Our family dogs, Quinn and Rave. Quinn was from, she was a puppy in the shelter in Milpitas. She went through some things. We don't know exactly the details, but she was very afraid. And now she's just a loving, lazy hippo who just lives her best life every single day.
That's awesome.
She's the sweetest. And then Rave is a hunting dog. She is...
So Rave keeps you running.
Rave runs. Unfortunately, she just had a pretty major surgery. She almost left us, and it was very stressful. If you've ever loved an animal, you know what that's like. It is the most heartbreaking thing. It's losing a family member. It's not.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not like losing a family member.
No, it
There's
is.
no
It
like.
is.
There's
It
no
is.
like.
It is.
Losing a family
It is losing your
Yeah.
best friend, your family member, someone who is so innocent and always there, and their personality is wonderful, and you want them to be here forever. And that was very hard. She's only 2 years old. She's recovering now, so we are so grateful. One thing I don't like about this country, can I say something?
Yes.
I don't like that vet care and medical care costs what it costs.
It doesn't exist.
It's
so
very
expensive.
sad. It's
it
very
doesn't
sad.
exist.
It's very sad. As a European citizen, that is something I never had to deal with. I love many, many things about America. I think American people are incredibly hardworking and optimistic and so driven. Czech people they are hobbits. They just want to be happy and eat and drink and live their
Wow,
lives.
I need to move there.
It is so chill.
It sounds great.
But Czech doctors, I never have to worry about that.
I have strong opinions about
Yeah.
this, which are not for this show.
Not for this show.
But I don't disagree with a word you
Yeah,
were saying.
sorry, I went on a tangent.
No,
No,
that's,
I'll just say it. There is no healthcare in this country. There's
Yeah,
insurance.
there's
There's doctors.
Exactly.
But if you can't access the doctors because your insurance doesn't want to pay them, there is no healthcare. And
You
that's
can't
where
get
we're
there.
at in the USA.
all right. Well,
All right, let's keep going.
we're gonna turn the channel
Getting
here,
a little spicy
and
here.
yeah, we could talk for hours about that situation. Anyway, you've got Javelina coming up
Yeah.
next weekend.
Talk about spicy.
100K.
Yes,
You've done it before.
I have.
What have you learned,
Okay.
changed, strategy?
First of all, what a weird thing to go back to a race that you've done. I don't know why I keep doing that, but I love working on something that I know I can do better at while enjoying that activity, because Javelina is just so fun. There's so many people in costumes. It's funny. It's eclectic.
The
It's
vibe can
very
bring you back.
weird.
Yeah.
It's like a Burning Man / Coachella in ultra running. I've never been to Burning Man or Coachella, so I don't know what goes down there. Javelina is so fun. I just wanted to be a part of it in any capacity. I was very excited to run 100-mile there, but I don't think I think that would be the DNF that I knew that would happen.
Yeah.
Because I'm not ready. We've been sick too many times. There's been too
And
much
you haven't
life.
done that distance yet.
I haven't done that distance.
Okay.
I've done 100Ks. That's my longest distance. I don't want to set myself up for failure, and I know I'm very excited to get a 100K PR if I
Okay,
can.
you heard that here first.
I would love to do something's better than last year. Last year, I did not know my sodium sweat concentration. Sorry. What is that how you say it? Sweat concentration.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I got it now, and it's so much higher than I thought it would be. So I did nothing right. I did barely any sodium last year. It was 100 degrees last year. I did very poorly with cooling. There's just so many things I've learned this year, and I can't wait to apply them and see if...
What is the weather forecast,
It's actually not as bad as last year.
That's
I'm
good.
sure I just jinxed it, but last year was literally 100 degrees with no shade. So it was an oven.
There is no shade on that course
There's no
anyway.
shade. There's no shade.
Right, yeah.
And I saw your
Well,
mom.
unless you run
I saw
at
your
night.
mom is in town.
My mom is in town.
Does she keep crew for your little one?
She's gonna keep everybody alive
Yeah.
while I go do this selfishly with my girlfriends and have a good time with Teresita, who is just the sweetest person in the world, and my wonderful friend Mary, who is a very creative person, and she's hilarious, and she's gonna be decorating the tent because every runner has a tent, and we decided our theme is gonna be a girls' room because we're all 90s kids. So we're going to do a girls' room, like the posters and stuff we used to listen to and things like that. So It's super fun. So lots of things are different this year. I look forward to things that maybe aren't running. I'll run the 100K.
And who's your competition, do you know?
There are some good girls. There are some good, great runners.
Well, do you want to expose your strategy? Are you gonna be get on somebody's tail, hang on to them, or
Can I cuss on this podcast?
Yes.
this is a
Balls to the wall, Jeff. Balls to the
Explicit
wall. That's my
content.
strategy.
Balls to the wall.
That's my strategy.
Go out hot, stay
Just
hot.
go. Just
Trip-
go.
Go hot, stay
go.
hot.
Trip
I love
David
it.
Roche
I love it.
on his way by.
I did the conservative thing last year. I'm gonna put on some fast juice and I'm gonna go. And
Nice.
that's my
I love
goal.
it.
I'm not gonna, yeah.
God, I love it.
And at the same time, if that's not the case, I'll walk. I'll walk it.
You'll finish.
I'll do it.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I like that approach.
Unless I'm
Aggressive.
dying or hurt.
So, any names we should be looking out for that we may not know about?
Oh my gosh, well, you guys should definitely follow the 100-miler, since that is a golden ticket race. Top 2 male and female runners will automatically go to Western States.
So I know, but golden ticket race means that, right?
Golden ticket race means that top 2 or 3, depending on the race, will automatically get a Western States entry. And in this
Opportunity
case,
to take it.
well, opportunity, you don't have to go, but most people really, really
Boy,
want
that'd
to
make
go.
it interesting, right?
Well,
You
some-
have to run.
Well, somebody already has
Now
one.
you have to.
also.
Yes.
Yes, there's also a runner, I believe, that has completed Western States 10 times, and I don't think she might be allowed to go back, because that's about how many times you can
I've never
complete
heard
Oh,
that
you can
rule.
run it as many times as you
Oh,
want.
really?
Yeah.
I thought it was 10
I've
times.
never heard
no?
that rule.
10 times you get a special buckle, but you can keep going.
Oh, sorry. So that was my fault. I thought it was
yeah.
capped off and, all right, you've had enough.
Yeah.
Western States. We're
You can't
Because
That might be coming. Because
it should. It
Yeah.
should, honestly. It should. 10 times is enough. Get out of here. Let somebody else eat.
Unless you're winning.
But yeah, she won. She won before. So
Casey?
yeah, she's wonderful. But
Casey.
she's done 10.
Yeah.
So.
I love Casey.
I know it's hard not to love her.
Casey
She's
Lichty?
yeah.
Yeah.
You cannot
She
like
went
her.
to running camp.
She's-
Jason Coop's running camp with Claire Abram, who is a close friend of Quicksilver Running Club.
Yeah.
So that's how Casey has gotten to be kind of a buddy
Okay.
of some of us. Okay, I do want to pause there. Western States. It's on your...
For me?
Yeah.
Well,
We don't talk about this a lot. Like,
I know.
we kind of, like, I mean the big we, not just me and you. The big we just kind of assume that, like, that's kind of like a point on everybody's line. Is that a point on your line?
You know, I would probably be sad if I never got to experience that. But at the same time, it's very rare that people experience that, right? There's only
it's hard to get in.
369 people, unless I run a golden ticket race somehow on a blazing speed, which I am signed up for Black Canyon, but the competition is incredible. This is like, we're talking the best of the best of the best. I don't know if I'm gonna have the patience to keep putting in the lottery. Maybe it's not that bad to just put in the lottery every year, but you do have to run a qualifying race. I feel like that would be like the ultimate California trail experience.
What about being the Quicksilver designated runner? Do the trail work.
Oh shit!
Volunteer. Volunteer at Duncan
Do I need to
Canyon.
go pick some stinkworm or
It
whatever
helps.
it's called?
It helps.
Stinkworm.
It helps.
Instead of a 1 in 8,000 chance, you got about a 1 in 20.
Well,
Are
it's
you
1 in
serious?
20 people, but in tickets it's maybe 1 in 300, right?
Oh.
But still 1 in 300 is better than 1 in 3,000,
Big
right?
chance.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I mean, I believe that when something's meant for you, it's gonna find you. So unless you never run
I
a
get that.
qualifying race,
I get
then
that.
it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
going to find
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah. So, well, we
And then
shall see.
I can't imagine I've been at Duncan Canyon every year since 2013,
That's a great place.
and
Yeah, you
That
have to
place-
volunteer.
that place would be
part of the-
I know, I was there.
crazy.
Well, that's part of the
when you came through.
Quicksilver requirement.
But she's
Oh.
been there. She's
I was
been
there.
you have to be there
Only-
that year.
I was only
Yeah,
there
yeah,
one
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right.
let's
never
move
mind.
on to upcoming races. What do you
Mm-hmm.
got after Javelina?
Oh my gosh, I signed up for Quad Dipsy again because
So
I
did
thought
we.
yes,
All three
we
of us on the
did.
entrance
Oh my
list.
gosh.
Well, yeah.
Well, I left 3 seconds on the table, which is kind of stupid that I want to come back and take them. And if I can't, then it's a great day with the community. And
Great trails.
I will say
yep.
you ran a different course
Okay.
than the course record,
Mm-hmm.
but I have never seen the course as fast as it was last year because
Okay.
it was so dry. Because
Okay.
it was so dry. Like usually that course is right,
Wet.
slick mud.
My fastest year.
My fastest
it
time.
poured rain.
It was pouring rain. We were running through puddles the whole
Really?
time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But so something to
right.
it may again. Our fastest times are in the muck, so maybe what you need is the muck.
Okay.
But you did run a very
Last
fast
year
course.
was
You ran a
great.
very fast course.
Yeah.
It was dry. I've
was
never seen that
great.
course so dry.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
And then don't forget about
I know you got it in you. We know you got it in you.
the Hunter S. Thompson Fear and Loathing.
In San Francisco?
Yes.
Yes.
What is that?
What is it?
When is it?
Oh, it's the first weekend in December.
Okay.
It's the
It's like a
day
week
of
after.
I think it's the day after the Western States Lottery. I'm almost sure of it.
Maybe.
I'm almost sure of it. And what it is it follows the 49-mile scenic drive in
Okay.
San Francisco.
Well, there's
it's
a
like
50K
it's
as
paved,
well.
but
Uh-huh.
it's amazing and
It's
so
around the
supported.
city. Starts at Twin Peaks and
That's
yeah.
awesome. I like that.
There's no race entry.
That's
It's
great.
free.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah.
Do you have any channels you want
Um,
your listeners to be following? Like
Um,
your Instagram? Do you have a YouTube? Do you?
Yeah, no, I definitely don't have YouTube. I have 0 time to do that. But please follow me on Strava and Instagram if you are interested in that.
We can put that in the show notes. We
Links
can
in
put
the
your
show
links in the
notes.
show
Thank
notes.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a lot of homework.
Do not
to do.
follow me on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook. Well, I'm there, but I don't use it because it's become a cesspool of political
Amen.
misinformation.
Agree.
I do not
Terrible.
want to know what Aunt Selma thinks about the political situation.
Yeah. Anyway, I didn't want to get past too. You have Quad Dipsy coming up.
Yes.
You have Black Canyon coming up.
Yes, I'm excited.
And
Black
then you have
Canyon.
Also Big Alta.
I need to go to Black Canyon and do better than. 60.
I was at Black Canyon
Yeah.
last year, which I hope to go back to.
Yeah,
But I was
let's
just like
go back. Let's go back.
undertrained,
Let's
but,
go back.
I enjoyed it, though.
Yeah,
I
Black
enjoyed
Canyon's
it there.
wonderful race, but I was very close postpartum. lots of issues with that, and then the next year I was exhausted, and that was the sole reason. I don't even feel ashamed for that DNF. It was like at a 60K mark. I was sleeping 2 hours a night. I should have never gone, but I wanted to go on a trip with my girlfriend again. Seems I make a lot of the same decisions, hoping they would. Sometimes they stick, but this time, if I'm ready, I'll go and I'll finish that race and do my best, and that's the goal.
Yeah, they've got a lot of fun activities that happen around the race,
super fun.
as well as a cool vibe during the race. It's really neat.
Big Ultra 100K is a new distance, right?
Oh, I love that.
I like the
I had to
event.
look it up.
But I
It's
think
like
the
in
100K
Marin.
is a new.
Yes, they just announced the 100K. It's a point-to-point course through Marin.
Basically from the Golden Gate Bridge north.
It is
Awesome.
so beautiful. It's a lot of the trails we know, but never seen them in this format. This course. I've never run this course. I've run the Big Alta 28K 2 times. I thought it was beautiful. Very steep, shockingly. Great organization. I want to support them, and I think that would be a course that would really suit me.
Oh, that's free trail, isn't it? With
No,
Dylan.
it's daybreak racing.
I would
David.
gather that the reason they're doing 100K is to maybe try to get a Western States qualifier.
Yeah, they talked
would
about
like
it.
that.
They can't do it in their inaugural year.
Never,
but they
because
have
you
to-
need to establish with a certain amount of finishers,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you can't do that in the inaugural year. So that's what it's for.
Interesting.
So if you want to help this organization, sign up and finish the race. Because the number of finishers is what's going to get them. It's not the difficulty of the course, you guys. It's the number of finishers that establishes your race as a Western States qualifier. So
And I
you
think
you can run up and down Los Huecos Drive right here, 100K. But if I get 200 finishers, 2 years in a row, I'm a qualifier.
Really?
So yes,
That's
With
amazing.
zero elevation?
yes,
Oh,
yes,
wow.
I
absolutely.
think I
true.
read also Big Alta has 12K. of
So
elevation.
it's
13,
not the
13.
same as running up
It's
and
like
down Los
Quicksilver.
Huecos Boulevard. It's quite a bit harder, but get them. The bottom line is get them the finishers, make them a qualifier.
Sounds good. All right, so we've got your Instagram and Strava. We'll put that in the show notes.
Thank you.
Some final words of wisdom. I wanted to share one because you guys were talking about what gets you out the door, that kind of thing. And what used to get me every morning in my head was like, oh, all right, you're going to suffer today. You either get to choose the pain of suffering, suffer of discipline, or the suffer of regret. The difference is discipline gets you out of bed and it's over. Regret lasts
Hangs.
all
It
day.
hangs.
And so it was an easy decision most times.
Good job.
But
Really, really good.
How about you?
Oh my gosh, that is so true. Any words of wisdom for the listeners?
Yeah. Or for us.
Or for you? I want to school you on trail running. No,
My approach is everybody knows something that I don't. Like every
Oh, I
single
love
human
that.
on the planet.
That's
We
true.
learn something every day. We learn it from
true.
somebody, right?
Yeah.
That's true. For example, after this, I'm going to go Google stink word.
Yes. What is this?
what
and
are
why
these?
do we have to get rid of it?
Words of wisdom. Well, I would just say that trying hard things is worth it. That's it.
No, that's good.
If this is your sign, if you're listening to this and if you're wondering, should I try this hard thing? Try. And if you fail and people see you fail, that's okay. You can come back.
Yeah, that's good. And I agree 100% because the failure of trying a hard thing
Feels
also
better.
feels good.
It feels
Yes,
better.
It
does.
definitely
It feels
feels-
better than quitting
it-
and not trying.
well,
Like when she reads the accomplishment too, like then
Yeah.
you know, like
Yep.
yeah,
I would
it's
say
great.
the worst, it feels the worst to me to not try, decide I'm not going to try, and then forever think, what if?
Yeah, yeah.
I love trying,
That's great.
and sometimes you succeed, and then you're like, this is great. What else can I try? There's a lot of things to try.
Yeah. Great. Well, it's been great having you on the show. Thanks for
you.
sharing your experiences and
That
your
was
you so
super
much.
life
fun.
story.
That was really, really
Thank
fun.
you for inviting me.
Wrap things up. Thanks
Happy
for
to have
watching the Steep Dreams podcast, and we'll see you all next time.
Go get dirty out there. High fives.
Go get dirty.